Shalom. And give praise, honor, and glory to Jehovah, Shem HaShabbat, Shem HaKadosh. The bonus of the elders and apostles of great Most Holy Thomas Truth. His blessing and salutations to who will it. Well, let's just get into it.
Not allow cruelty and suffering in the world.
There's two types of cruelty and suffering. So if we're talking about human cruelty and suffering, because God does not intervene to prevent people from exercising their free will, because to do so would be to deprive human beings of the choice that makes them human. And this is the
Yeah, and you see, this is what happens when you got people speaking from their own hearts and not by the oracles of Yahweh, Shem HaShabbat. And the actual reason is, let's get it, man. Let's just get it. First of all, starting with free will. What was it called again? Job 33 and 14. It says, For God speaketh once, and yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw a man from his purpose, and hide pride from men. So yeah, literally, the Lord's in control of everything, man. The Lord only want you to go somewhere. let's say judgment's about to go forth, and you're about to go to that place, but it's not your time to basically receive that judgment. The Lord gonna keep you from it, man. It's gonna cause things to come up, and literally, you could think of it as those, what's the word called, them inconveniences that come up when you wanna go ahead and do something. And also, let me also get Proverbs 21:1. And it says, The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, Shem HaShabbat. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So, yeah, man, if the Lord can control the king or the ruler who is set up, how much more for the people? And even then, it's not that the Lord's not intervening or the Lord's not doing anything because of the cruelty and suffering that's happening in the world. What Ben Shapiro don't understand is the suffering is a part of the judgment. Let me go to Zephaniah real quick. Zephaniah 3 and 5, and it says, The just Lord is in the midst of, he will not do iniquity. Every morning do he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but unjust knoweth no shame. So yeah, man, these judgments happen every day. And we hear about these judgments by way of the media, social media, the internet, like news articles, and sometimes by the mouth of other people. And also, let me get this Scripture 16, and let me start at 18. And it says, The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. Yeah. It's like a beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? I'm going into that word evil. It basically means bad times, and going into the word Eve meaning the time and ill being bad. So when it's talking about evil, It's talking about the bad times, or the calamity, or the scourge. But carrying on. And he says, what shall I do when this evil shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So these sufferings, like it was making mention of in this video, like it says, why God allows cruelty. And see what they don't understand is this is the judgment, and the judgment takes place on earth. So like it said, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and the anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn away from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So let's say the scourges. And so yeah, man. Like the people don't understand that these things are happening to them because of what they've done. And there's always someone always trying to take away accountability. What you should be doing is holding yourself accountable for the things you've done. That's why you're going through the stuff that you're going through. But then again, the Lord said He was going to bring the elect of the elect through the fire, or for the furnace of adversity. And really, it's for their own good. Because when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, those who are part of that measurement, they're gonna find it hard to be in times of trouble like that. And literally, the Lord's preparing His elect of the elect to go through times like that. And not only that, I'm going to the book of Ecclesiasticus 39. Let me start 25. It says, for the good are good things created from the beginning, though evil things for sinners. And so, yeah, when the Lord wants to execute judgment, which we know, because the scriptures say the Lord executes judgments daily. Daily. And carrying on. It says the principal things for the whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape being wine, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners they are turned into evil, or like I said, bad times. And it says there'll be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they poured their force and appeased the wrath of him that made them. And he was the one that made these spirits that are created for vengeance, the Lord. As in it's mentioned here, man. And this is just an example. The Psalm 78 and 49, it says, it casts upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. And you need to understand that the Lord has power over both sides. Even the spiritual demon Satan and his demons, the Lord has power over them too. Carrying on. It says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, and scorpions, serpents, and a sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. So yeah, these spirits that are being created to execute these judgments, like it says, they're going to be ready upon earth when need is, man. And it says, and when the time is come, they shall not transgress his word. And usually let's find out who does the commandments of the Lord. Psalms 103 and 20, and it says, bless the Lord Yahweh, how shall ye his angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. And like it made mention in Ecclesiasticus 39 and 31, it says, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So the very thing that the Lord told us to do, we're going to do. An example of judgment taking place is, let me get it real quick. Right, here we go. 1 Kings 22:19. It says, and he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. And so the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. Being into the in today's terminology, on the right hand side, the angels. On the left hand side, the demons or the devils. and like the Lord may mention, or shall I say like the scripture said, he cast upon them the fist of his anger and wrath and trouble and indignation by sending them evil angels among them to execute those judgments, man. And carrying on. And it says, and the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. So basically it was a council. And all the spirits that were there were given their ideas. But in this particular judgment, it was so that King Ahab can go fall at Ramoth Gilead. So he can basically die in the war. And it says, and there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth and I'll be a lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And this was a spirit from the left hand side, man. Being one of them evil angels, man. And it says, I will be a lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also, and go forth and do so. And then it says, now therefore, behold, the Lord have put a lion spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets. And the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee. Go into them bad times of calamity. And like I made mention, man, the spirits come down on the earth. Here we go, Psalms 105. And it says, Psalms 105, it says, he is the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Shah power. His judgments are in all the earth. And not only that, let me get this. The book of Ecclesiastes 3 and let me start at 15. And it says, that which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and God requireth that which is past. And verse 15 is basically going into reincarnation, because people seem to think you don't receive the judgment on the earth. No, you do receive the judgment on the earth. Hence why it says, that which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. Going into reincarnation, because like I mentioned here, Numbers 14 and 18, it says, the Lord Yahweh shall show you long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. So yeah, when they come back on the earth, they're going to receive their judgment when the Lord said they're going to get it. That's why it makes mention of this Ecclesiastes 12:7, it says, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, being these terrestrial bodies. And it says, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. So that's what happens after you die. And then what happens? Here we go, 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. It says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, or the anointed, or Yahweh Shai, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. And like I may mention, the judgments happen on the earth. So when they die, they go back to the one who gave the spirit, which is the Lord Yahushua. And then they were told the judgment of what they're going to go through on the earth. And then when they come down on the earth, they literally live their life up until the judgments that the Lord said was going to happens. And it's different for everyone. But yeah, carrying on. In 16 it says, and moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. And the thing that, like it says, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, it's talking about the earth, because the earth is under the sun. And if you live in a sunny place, all you gotta do is go outside and look up, and you go and see the sun in the sky, man. And what's under the sun? The earth. And that's where the judgments take place, here on the earth. And also, let me get this. Let me end it on this. Ecclesiasticus 40:8. It says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is soon fall more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are cries for the wicked, like a dare says came the flood. So, yeah, man. These are the judgments. And only the seed of Jacob know about this. As I mentioned, Psalms 147. Psalms 147:19 says, he shows his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. They have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise the Lord, Jehovah Shemashah. So yeah, the heathen don't know about these judgments, man. They don't understand them. And that's why the fishers or the prophets had to come last, so they can explain all these things, man. And also let me get this. I think I might have forgotten it. No, I think I've forgotten it, man. Honestly, I think I've forgotten it, but you know what? Ecclesiastes 5:3. It says, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Say not, I have sinned, that what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. And yeah, man, there's no escape, even if you die. And King David will tell you about that, but let me carry on. It says, concerning propetition, be not without fear to add something to sin. And say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. Make no tyrant to turn to the Lord, and put not from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. And perish in the day of vengeance. And like I may mention, these judgments happen on the earth, as I've already explained and shown in the scriptures. And also, let me get actually, you know what? I think that's good enough. But yeah, I hope this was edified. I want to give you praise on the glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Hashab, Hashem, HaKadosh, and Shalom.